Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching, my name is Kianna and I am new to YouTube, so bear with me while I find my way through editing, filming, and my voiceovers. If you have any tips about video making, they would be appreciated. Well, anyways, without further ado, please enjoy. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. You'll have to excuse my voice, I am a little sick right now. I already did my primer, so we're going to use 2 pumps of our CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation in the shade L40. And I am having a little breakout right now, so I'll need a little more foundation than I usually would. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with the blending process. So now we are going to go ahead and go in with my CoverGirl concealer, and as I always say, less is more. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and highlight my T-zones, which is my forehead, my nose, and my chin, and then we are just going to go ahead and blend those out as well. Alright, so now we're going to go in with our Airspun Loose Face Setting Powder, just lightly tapping where I just placed that concealer. Now we are going to go in with our contour palette, once again mixing my 2 shades and placing this up on my cheekbone, that way I get a slight lift. And then we are going to get the forehead, nose, and neck. And guess who finally got actual blush? This is the Milani blush in Blossom Time Rose, and this is not my first time using it, but I absolutely love it. And for those of you who haven't seen my previous video, I was using a very old eyeshadow, so I decided it was about time. I got this at Walmart for $7. We're going to put that right on the apples of my cheeks, on my nose, and up my cheekbone. And now we are going in with my face powder brush and wiping off all of that excess powder. Alright, so now I'm going to cut my contour along the bottom right there, that way I get a nice little line. Alright, so now we have the Morphe X James Charles palette, and I'm just going to finish off my base with some highlight. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. We've got this nice orangey yellow look with a cut crease and a gold shimmer. So first I'm going to go in with shade 518 with my big blending brush and just blend that all over my crease. So now I am going to take my small packing brush and I'm going to use shade Rusted to just really deepen that crease. So now I'm going to go back in with my blending brush in shade 518 just to really diffuse my rusted shade. So now I am going in with shade B on my big blending brush to blend out that shade 518 that I just did. So I'm going to go ahead and use my small packing brush and I'm going to dip into shade Code James just to really deepen up my outer V. So now I'm going back in with my big blending brush in shade B, which is that bright yellow shade on the palette, and I'm just going to really diffuse the edges. So I'm currently going in with shade 10% off, and I'm not using very much because I don't want brown, I just want a deep orange. Now I'm going in again with shade B just to really make sure that I don't lose the brightness. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease and then I will be right back. Okay, so right here I am deciding between shade Wig and shade Legend from my Makeup Revolution palette from Walmart. So now I'm going in with my packing brush and laying down the shade B on my concealer. So I decided to use shade Legend, and then I decided to also go in with shade Wig because it just was not gold enough for me. Okay, so here is me going in with shade Wig from my James Charles palette. My small packing brush just to smoke out my waterline with the shade Rustic from my James Charles palette. go ahead and brush out my eyelashes, throw on some mascara, do my eyebrows and my lipstick off camera, and then I will be back with the finished look. Alright, and we're back. This is the finished look. I did my eyebrows and my lipstick off of camera. I am absolutely in love with this look. It turned out great. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you tune in next time. Bye!